Hello and welcome to the Steamforged Games YouTube channel. You're here with your host Jamie, and I'm joined by the design team members Bryce and Jamie. And today we're going to be discussing Veteran Ox. So Bryce, what is Veteran Ox's role on the field?
So he's a bit of a weird model because he's quite cool. He's got a vindictive male because he got beat up in prison quite a lot and he doesn't like the guards very much. So he really wants to sort of charge in, and then he's still got all his chains from prison. So he wants to charge in and activate his new Whirling Chains character play, and that just drags every enemy model within 2 inches towards him and pulls them in towards him. So he sort of brings them in and ties them, ties the enemy with a team up. And then he's got another ability which lets him gain Rowdy, so he doesn't gain tack penalties. So the idea being he can pull in 3 or 4 people, pop Rowdy, and then he can still roll away with the 7 dice. So he sort of really wants to pull people in, tie them up, and then if they damage him, he damages them back with an ability called Lash Out. So he's sort of a kind of weird, deep, like tanky model that sort of likes to pull people in, but he can also do quite a bit of damage because he is a butcher.
Very cool. So when designing him, obviously you couldn't design him with Captain Ox because it's the same person. I take it you didn't playtest them together at all?
No, because the Watchmakers Guild have not invented a time machine yet, so they couldn't actually stand on the pitch at the same time.
Yeah, very fair. So with that in mind, was it easier to design a model knowing it was only going to ever get played with one captain, or did that influence your decision in any way?
Maybe a little bit, I guess.
Well, he has the owner.
That's something we haven't really come on to yet. So we've allowed another model to actually have the owner, although with Veteran Ox he hasn't got it all the time. He has to activate it, and that's kind of his show-stopping piece. Is that he actually manages to take a model out, then he gains the owner back for the rest of the turn. So one of the sort of the great ways to use him would be start of the turn. If you manage to finish off a weakened player, drag a load of enemy models in, you've just dragged them into the owner, and then it's party time.
Yeah. Definitely sounds like it. So how do Veteran Ox's abilities differ now from what they were during the original playtest versions?
So we went through several versions. One of the things we knew from the start was that we wanted them to have a way to trigger the owner, but the sort of his abilities to get stuck in, because he currently has an ability called Never Say Die, where he recovers HP for every enemy model in his melee zone at the end of his activation. Yeah. And that originally used to be Determination, which is now on Granite. But we felt that gaining health back was more thematic for the model than just gaining death, as it turned out.
Very cool. Right, guys. Well, thank you very much again for being on the channel. If you guys at home have enjoyed, be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And we'll hopefully see you guys again soon for the next releases.